Welcome back, beautiful souls. It's a Soldier of Light reporting for duty, and I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards today just to see possibly what the next week is going to be like with the rally coming up tonight, as well as the midterm elections coming up tomorrow on the 8th, as well as the full moon lunar eclipse that will be coming tomorrow. And I just wanted to see maybe what universe has for us, and I hope that this message resonates with you. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button so you know when the next videos and roundtables are coming up. I appreciate you guys tuning in today. I'm sending you all light and love, and let's go ahead and get started. Asking my spirit guides of the highest light and love vibration. What message do you have for the viewers out there for the next week, and maybe what to expect moving forward? Please and thank you for your assistance. First card we have is the Two of Cups. So what I feel is possibly there's some type of agreement that's come up, or something that's been worked on for some time. I feel like with this agreement, it's maybe a partnership, something that's been going on with behind the scenes. And I feel like they're trying to figure out what's going on with that Two of Pentacles. So that's two in a row. So it tells me that also we're in the year 22 for all of you who need a reminder that there's a lot of twos coming up lately. But the Two of Pentacles, I feel, is telling me that there's a couple of things that they're working on, and I feel like they're trying to maybe weigh how they're going to proceed with this situation. Because I have the Devil card after that. So I feel like there's a couple of ways, maybe some agreement possibly that was made on how to proceed regarding the dark. And I feel like this is something that maybe has been worked on for some time. And I feel like with the Hierophant that comes up, and I feel like it comes to society. So I feel like this is maybe some type of agreement was made to how to proceed to remove the dark and to how to proceed with the society and just the overall environment of others around. And the King of Pentacles. So I also feel like maybe this is something to do possibly with the financial system as well, with the Devil card in there, and then the Hierophant. So I feel like maybe those are institutional cards. So maybe I feel like there's some type of agreement made, and I feel like there's a couple of options, or they're weighing some options, maybe how to roll this situation out. And pentacles are usually tangible things, so I feel like this may have something to do with the financial system, as well as maybe something else tangible that's coming toward us. It's regarding the dark, and I feel like that with the Devil card. But I also feel like the Hierophant that could be with maybe the banking systems. Those are traditional. Those are institutions, and I feel like maybe that's the part is maybe there's an agreement on the back channel that was removed from the dark, and then it's going to move us into a beautiful new future, because I have that King of Pentacles. So I feel like it's something to do with finances and money, and also it's going to bring us wealth, prosperity, and I feel like those are things that we're going to find out about. And I feel like what we're going to find out possibly with the Queen of Cups is I feel like maybe something emotionally is going to come to us. The healing. I feel like there's going to be some type of form of healing moving forward with this Queen of Cups as well. And I also have the Nine of Cups, which is beautiful. That's your wish come true. You're going to be very content. I feel like a lot of us have been manifesting or trying to manifest the future that we want, and also feel like we're going to be content. We're going to be emotionally stable, or joyous. I feel we're also going to be like I mentioned before, your wish is going to come true. So I feel like we're going to have something that's going to progress as we move forward within this next week. And I feel we're going to find out possibly there's a lot of things going on. I feel like there's a lot of things that are going to come out possibly, or could possibly come out, and there's a lot of options with that Seven of Cups. So that tells me there's a lot of illusions. So maybe some of this scenario, maybe the narrative, as I mentioned in my previous weekly poll for 11.3, I feel like maybe this is the narrative and a couple other things that are out there that aren't as they appear. They're illusions. I feel like we're going to move forward with that. Then I have the Death card after that. So I have the Death cards. It tells me that something's coming to an end. Before that, with the Seven of Cups, I told you it's illusion. Maybe the illusion, the things that we're having, the narrative keeps coming up in my mind. I keep getting narrative. So possibly we may have something to do with the financial system, I feel, coming up. Also, I feel like the narrative is going to change. I feel like we're going to have that death, the ending of the narrative, the ending of where we were, and the rebirth and the renewal moving forward with that Death card. A transformation. This is a transition point, I feel like, as we move forward. And then I had the King of Wands. So a leader. I feel like we're going to have a transition, possibly with a leader in our. I could speak of the United States only, but I feel like that's going to have a trickle effect for not only the United States but also for other countries around the world. Because that King of Wands comes out, so a leader's coming out. This is a visionary, somebody who's had a plan in this situation, somebody who's got the big picture involved and is a very much a leader and a very passionate, fiery a personality. And I feel like with the King of Wands, if it's Mr. T, he's a Leo sign, so that is also a fire sign. So I feel like maybe it's to do with that, the death of the narrative of the old and the rebirth and moving forward with the natural leader that was meant to be in place and had this plan with that King of Wands. Because I also have the Temperance card, so I feel like this is something that's in divine timing. And I also feel like this is something that's going to bring balance again and harmony back into not only our country but the world. And I feel like this is something that's we've been waiting for. We've been very patient and impatient at times, including myself. But that's just brought us to where we are today. And I feel like we've grown spiritually, mentally, physically, all of this because of the delays and the changes of plans and the mass worldwide operations that I feel are going on. It's something that's karmic in nature with that Temperance card. Something is coming for sure. And I feel like this is going to move us into a beautiful new beginning with this leader, the Temperance card. So I feel like this is divine. This is the divine intervention and interaction with the divine. And I feel like they want us to have courage. I feel like we've been very courageous with this. We've been very persistent in staying with and holding the line. That's the word that comes to me with persistence, is holding the line. So they actually want to say thank you. They've noticed this. They noticed that we are holding the line even when things are difficult and things seem bleak. So they want us to continue to stand in this and continue to hold the line, stand on our ground, be persistent. Things are going to pick up. The Knight of Cups. So your knight in shining armor, I feel, is coming. That could also be, besides Mr. T, maybe the military. The knight in shining armor may be coming. I feel like also when it comes to this, they're going to do. It's a creative way that they're going to roll this scenario out. And it's something that's been planned. And they actually, they want you to know that this is something that is coming. But this what's coming, I feel like, is going to bring some heartache as well, and some heartbreaks with that Three of Swords. So I feel like this knight in shining armor is going to come to help and aid. But I feel maybe the message that's coming with it and the scenario that's coming with it is also going to cause some heartbreak and some things that as we're going to find out. And this is something that's been worked on for some time now with that Eight of Pentacles. So this is something that's they've been working on. This is something that's really been worked on for some time, and they have to continue to work on it as they move forward. This isn't something that is, that just is going to happen. This is something that really has been worked on. A lot of hard work, a lot of details are involved with this Eight of Pentacles, I feel like, as we move forward. But the Knight of Pentacles, the hard work, once again, that comes back to the next card is Knight of Pentacles. That's a hard work card. So this is something that's been worked on for some time. And it's the truth is, and also the Knight of Pentacles is a messenger. So that's two knights I have within this poll. So I feel possibly maybe the military, a message from the military, something along that line may be coming out as well. Something has been worked on, and been worked on for some time, and I feel like maybe we may be making some progress. And that could be the EBS, I feel, with that Knight of Pentacles coming out. Something has been worked on. It's going to bring truth, and this person is very integral with the information that's going to be presented. And I also feel like after that, the World card comes. This is a completion that needs to happen. This is a karmic cycle. This is going to bring completion. This is going to bring renewal. Celebration is going to come, and I feel like that's something that we need to do, is celebrate more of life, even though things are difficult. But I feel like we need to celebrate the beautiful things that we all have in our lives, because we all do. So that's something that's coming. So that's another, that's amazing. I see these things coming for us, and I feel like this is something that's going to not only it's going to change the world. I feel like the message that's going to be put out is going to change the world. It's not only just going to be in the United States, it's going to involve worldwide. And I feel like the Moon card comes after that. So I feel like they're going to call attention to some of these shady things that have been going on with that Moon card. So those are illusion cards, things that haven't been or don't they're not as they appear. So I feel like with the moon card, that's something that they want. So I feel like they also want us to continue to connect with spirit and follow your intuition. Use discernment as this information, these things come out. There is going to be some stuff coming out with the moon card. So things are going to be illuminated. Things are going to be brought to attention that weren't exactly how they appeared in reality, that they've been putting out in the mainstream media and things like that. So I feel like we're going to find out some things that are brought to light, that have been held back and mistold, misrepresented to us. And I have the Empress card. So that's what I'm going to finish with. So that tells me that whatever comes out, whatever's drawn to light with that moon card is going to bring abundance with that Empress card. It's going to help us root and ground ourselves. And I also feel like it's a gift to us. But I also feel like this gift that's coming to us is going to, in turn, with the Empress card, is going to help, I feel Spirit wants us to reciprocate that. It's a gift to us knowing this for people who may be awake and following these types of channels and so forth, in that certain alphabet letter board that people follow. That's the number 17. And I feel like it comes down to it, the Empress card, it tells me that I feel like this gift that's coming to us, that also they want us to reciprocate that and be very generous with the healing that's going to be needed, and the information that's going to come. I feel like this is going to bring us abundance, not just for us locally, but I feel like we're in truthers, but for everyone in the world. The Empress card is a beautiful, beautiful card. And actually, what I have in the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of my deck, holding up the whole reading, I feel like this is something, the seeds have been well planted. It's been a delayed success, but the success is here or coming. So it's a delayed success. The hard work is there. It's been done. People are we're pushing forward. We're holding the line, and that's what they want you to know, that the seeds have been well planted. So that means we're going to have a bountiful harvest, just like was put out with Mr. Grassley about the corn being ready. So I feel like we're going to have a beautiful harvest because the seeds have been well planted. It's been worked on. And these are things that, as we move forward in this journey, that are going to work out to our benefit, and not the same elite people, elites, if you want to call them the scumbags, that elite, so they call themselves that and like to pat themselves on the back about the evil that they do to the world. I feel like that's coming to a head. I feel like there's gonna be a flip, and we're all gonna be abundant with that Empress card. That's what Spirit wants me to say, is we are gonna be abundant for all, not the few. And that's where the difference is. So this is the change. The world is going to change. So I feel as we move forward in this next week, that we're going to have some information come out. This is something that's been worked on. There's a couple of things that they're working on putting out, or a couple of things that they have maybe worked out with or had some type of agreement. So maybe people are turncoats, meaning like maybe they were caught red-handed and they were flipped. And these are things that they've worked on, and this is the progress that they're making. And we're going to find out some things about some institutions and some places that haven't been doing what they're supposed to be doing, and been doing evil things, I feel. But I feel like this is also, we're going to find out some things about the bank financially, as well as a message and possible military involvement and the death of the narrative, possibly the removal of the old with the military, something that's been worked on for some time. And that's going to move us into a beautiful new future for not only us in the United States, but for the remainder of the world. Because where we go one, we go all. And that's not just a catchphrase. That is a true story, that we are going together on this journey. And I really appreciate you guys tuning in today. I'm going to send you all light and love. I hope this message resonates with you. And remember, I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am a divine being and creation of God. And remember, I am no longer affected by the old timeline of the earth. I am only affected by the new timeline of the earth, of abundance, of health and wealth and love for all. So be it, and so it is. Soldier of Light, out.